bring your bag back to life with these. Hi, I'm Naomi Peris and I do luxury bag reviews every single week. This week we are talking about bag inserts. That's right. This all started many years ago when I was looking for a bag insert for my Birkin. As you guys know, I have this beautiful gold/tan colored Birkin. It is very, very old in my collection, probably one of my oldest bags. And I have to say, I nearly threw this bag out because it was not looking very good because it didn't have a bag insert. Now I am going to take out the bag insert. Oh, okay. Okay. Now, I've kind of fixed the shape a little bit because I've had the bag insert in there for about a year. But it was like this on my shelf, and it was actually slouching in a very kind of ugly way. At the moment I'm kind of just pushing it, but you can kind of see it was a sad sack of potatoes on my shelf. And I nearly gave this bag up. I nearly gave it to charity or gave it away because I thought, you know, this looks terrible. I'm never going to use it like this. And then one day it occurred to me, why don't I buy a bag insert? So I purchased the bag insert somewhere on the internet. For the life of me, I cannot remember where. I don't know if it was Etsy or Amazon or a place like that. But I ended up getting this massive one. I bought it somewhere on the internet and I decided to try it out. I got it in this orange color just for something fun. And when I put it in, nearly instantly, the shape was fixed. And I was like, what the hell? So it goes to show you, you don't want to keep your bags on the shelf without an insert for too long. Like, it's not perfect, but it is so much better than what it was. It's actually holding a little bit of structure. So that's when I decided inserts were the thing and that I need to get inserts for pretty much all of my bags, especially the ones that are not very structured, and the Kellys and the Birkins and the Hermes bags like that that have that beautiful soft leather. I really had to get an insert for that. So I went on the hunt and I found Samorga. Now, you guys probably know of Samorga. Here is an insert here. Samorga is a company that's been doing bag inserts for a long time. But I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I've hesitated buying from them. And the reason is that their pictures never showed Kelly bag inserts or Birkin bag inserts having a tapered insert. What I mean by a tapered insert is this. So on the sides, it's wide here and it goes up sort of like a triangle with the top cut off. When you're buying Kelly bags and Birkin bags, do not buy it rectangle because it's going to burst your bag out. And I've spoken about this before when I've spoken about my Kelly. So you want to buy one that's tapered, that goes up. But I have to be honest, on the site, you can't really see if it's tapered. So I didn't want to run the risk. So I never purchased from them. But I recently reached out to them and said, look, I'm gonna, you know, I need some inserts and I need to get some good quality inserts. I've heard some really good things about you. So I decided to take a punt and I ordered a whole bunch of inserts. Now, I had some inserts were gifted, but most of them I pretty much purchased with my own money using my discount code, which I will give you guys in the PDF, so, or in the magazine, whatever's out. So when it came, to my surprise, it was tapered, right? Now this one is the thinner of the two. So this one, the felt is thinner. It's I think the 1.2 mil instead of the 2 mil. I prefer the thicker one. So this is not my ideal. I actually bought this for a Cellier, a Kelly Cellier, and because that bag is so structured, it's pretty much like a hard case. So because it was like that, I didn't think it was that much of an issue and I really wanted this color. But if you've got a bag that's slouchy, that you really need structure in, I would avoid the thinner versions and I would only purchase the thicker versions. There's two types. Now, this one I bought for my Kelly bag. This was supposed to be a Cellier and at the last minute it got switched. but I'd already made my order for the insert, so I thought, oh yeah, I could just use that. I can use it, guys, but it's not the same size. A Cellier Kelly and a 32 and a Retorn Kelly 32 are actually different sizes inside, even though the outside dimension is the same. Because the way that these bags are sewn, there's maximum room sort of on the sides, whereas the Cellier is sewn inside out and very hard. This is one here. So because of that, see how it's very structured and the sides go in a lot more. So you're losing a little bit of room on the ends. Don't know if you can see that. If this was a Cellier, the insert would fit perfectly, but because it's not, it's just that little bit big. So if I move it down, it's about maybe 3 or 4 centimeters too small. So the bag is a little bit big. But in saying that, I mean, it still organizes it really well. So I want to show you the inserts on a bag that really helps the structure. Now, I'll let you guys have a little guess which bag I'm talking about that really needed some structure. And to be honest, I actually can't use it without an insert because it is too soft. That's right, guys. It's my Chanel 19 Maxi. I have 3 of them and all 3 need inserts. This one is the Maxi and it definitely needs an insert. The other bag that needs an insert is the Chanel DeVille tote, so I'll talk you through that one as well. But because this bag is so squishy, it really needs structure, or else it's just gonna be super floppy. The leather's gonna wear and rub in weird ways. You can see there, I've put that insert in. This one is the thicker one, so it's the one with a little bit more structure. I think they are just amazing. This one doesn't have any outer pockets, which I'm bummed about. I love so many pockets, but it does have 3 internal pockets. And when I shove this in, without it filled, it still looks like that. So it's still squishy, right? It's still squishy. It still has that squishiness to it, but it's not collapsing and it's not so soft that it's collapsing. If I take this out, you will see the difference. This is what it looks like out. If I'm trying to hold it, it's just so, I can't even hold it without it, like, you know, really collapsing, just bunching up, and like at the back it's bunching. Like you can imagine the wear and tear on this bag if you're constantly scrunching it like that. I like to sort of look after my bags. So this, yeah, this is not ideal. I hate wearing it like that. And when I didn't have the insert, I didn't wear it because I just didn't want to be able to manhandle it like that. Anyway, so there you have it. There's that insert. You can see I'm holding it at the bottom. It's not scrunching, right? It's still holding its shape quite nicely. It's not super stiff, you know, so it's not creating its own structure, but it's still keeping the structure of the bag, which is amazing. So I can definitely recommend Samorga. I'll show you in my DeVille tote. This one's a great insert because it's so massive. So this insert is like this. What a great travel insert. There's heaps of pockets on the sides. There's also a drink bottle or bottle pocket. A slim one over here which I can put my phone in. I got it in this grey colour to match the bag. Like so. Just got to make sure it's in properly. And then when it's in, it just looks like that. I always try and go with a lighter insert as well so that I can see this has black lining, but I find that when you have an insert that's black, you can't see what's in your bag and it's really hard to find stuff. Right, I also got an insert for my beautiful Lady Dior Delight because I just find that there's not really a lot of pockets inside this bag. So I also like to protect it against makeup and drips and, you know, hand sanitizer and things like that that can spill in the bag. I'm just gonna put the strap to one side. There's the insert there. I got it in this beautiful dusty pink color. I think it's called Indian pink on the site, but it's just beautiful. They're made really, really well. Like, I've seen a lot of messy ones. This one's okay. It's a little bit, you know, like there are raw edges because felt doesn't fray. So yeah, but you know, super cute insert. They also, when I was talking to the guy, they're also telling me that the way that they design these outer sections, they design it so that it doesn't affect the leather and doesn't dent the leather in. There are some inserts that you, when depends on how they've sewn it, it can cause a dent in the bag, even if it's tapered, like this one. So you've got to be careful. You don't want to be just putting any old insert into a leather bag. This one's fabric, so it's not as bad, but still. And I love the fact that everything gets super organized. Just love it. So I try not to have my bags without an insert. This is even the bags that don't need an insert, like that they're structured. I still like to have an insert in them, unless they're small. So unless it's like the Trendy CC where there's 3 separate pockets, they're really small pockets, I wouldn't have an insert for that because it's too small. I wouldn't have an insert for the mini Palm Springs backpack because it's too small. These ones here, the peekaboos in that 27 centimeter size, I wouldn't have an insert because they're just too small pockets anyway. So, you know, you got to choose your bags, but a bag like this, the Chanel 19, even in this size, this is the large, and even in the small, I have an insert for both because of the structure. This one is not filled, and I just got this one's just a camel colored insert, and this one's in the thicker one. So I'm just gonna put this here. So the thing I should tell you guys is look for the thicker versions, look for the tapered sides if your bag is tapered. If your bag's not tapered, you don't need to worry, but if it is, make sure that the insert you get will be tapered as well. And make sure there's pockets, make sure there's heaps of pockets. I've seen some inserts on the internet that don't have any pockets, it's just a shell, and it's like, why? You can't even use that. It's just giving you structure, but it's giving you no organization. So this color was really unusual. I thought it'd be the closest color to the bag, and I was right. A lot of the times I try and do a contrasting color, but for this bag I thought it was really nice and classy and simple, and I just wanted, there you go, I just wanted to kind of match it. But yes, preserve your bags, bring them back to life, store them with the inserts, and use the inserts, you know, when you're using your bags. They're really, really great for organization and organizing your day-to-day things. And if you have bags that are very similar in size, I don't pull out my insert and put it in another bag unless it's the exact same bag, just a different color. But if it's a completely different bag, I wouldn't, unless, you know, I was in a rush and I was going from a small bag to a large bag and I just couldn't be bothered putting all my stuff in. I'll grab that insert and shove it in the other one, but the other one probably has an insert anyway, so I'm putting an insert inside an insert, if that makes sense. But they're for emergency occasions, and we all know when that happens, when you're just racing around, running out the door, you don't even have 5 minutes to organize your bag, you're just gonna grab and go. So there's another insert that I got. I pretty much did an order of about 10 inserts because I had so many bags that really needed inserts. So now that I've done that, now I can just top up every time I get a new bag, I can just buy a new insert. But head over to their site, check them out. They have so many colors, which I absolutely love. And they also have so many bags. So the site is really organized, and you can kind of search for a bag and go, right, that's the bag that I've got. I can just buy an insert for that. And you know you're buying the right one. You don't have to measure or, you know, guess, oh, is this gonna fit? I don't know. These people have done it all for you. They know what insert fits in what bag. And that's amazing for someone like me who, I don't have time to think about that. I just want inserts for the bags that I have. So head over to them, check them out. You can get my discount code as well. So my code is Naomi20 for 20% off. And that's a really good saving on bag inserts. So stock up if you can. Make sure that all your bags have them, particularly the ones that have that soft leather or a loose, soft structure, just to keep that shape and preserve that bag. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you next time in my next video. Bye for now.